Am I the a-hole for continuing to go to my ex-boyfriend's favorite restaurant after we broke up? So when I was dating my ex-boyfriend, he'd take me to this wonderful Korean BBQ place. It is his favorite restaurant and I love it too. We ended up breaking up in a rather messy and bad way as the relationship turned sour. I won't play the blame game, there was fault on both sides. I wasn't about to let a bad breakup prevent me going to get food I love though, so I still visit the place from time to time. We broke up a year ago, and a little while ago we ran into each other there while he was on a date with another woman. I resolved to ignore him and enjoy my food, but he saw me and demanded to know what I was doing there, and even asked me if I was stalking him. Apparently my laughter at the very idea offended him even further, and I told him he was flattering himself far too much, that I just like the food there. Some of my friends think it's weird I continue to go here though, and that it could cause further incidents if I run into him, and that I should just not go here anymore as it was his first and be considerate. I think it's ridiculous as it's just a restaurant I happen to like. Am I in the wrong here? LOL, Korean BBQ is so good that it's worth the risk of running into him. You're not the a-hole, right? There is like 2 Korean BBQs within 100 miles of me and this is the closest. Sorry ex, you'll have to deal with it. I assumed from the title that he owned or managed a restaurant. Customers don't own a restaurant, it was never his. Keep going. You're not the a-hole, he's only upset he saw you enjoying yourself without him. You're not the a-hole, he doesn't own the restaurant, therefore he has no say whether you go there or not. To be honest, he should be more concerned with his date rather than what you are up to, otherwise he'll not see his date again. Yeah, I was a bit surprised to see him, but tried to ignore him and just enjoy my meal as probability as it'd happen eventually. And the breakup was bad, yes, but we are both adults and the right thing to do in this situation is pretend we don't know each other. Or so I thought. I'm shocked that he's seen you once after a year and thinks that you stalking him. I would have laughed in his face too. You're not the a-hole. He doesn't own that restaurant. You're not the a-hole, he doesn't own the restaurant, does he? Sounds like you just happened to run into him. If the food is good, I'm not going to stop going to a restaurant just because it was an ex's favorite place. You're not the a-hole, he does not own the restaurant. You like the food and can go there as you please. If he can't deal with it, that's his own immaturity he has to deal with. Your friends also need to chill as they have no right to tell you where you can and cannot go. You're not the a-hole, you only have to stop going if he lifted his leg and peed on each corner, thus clearly identifying it as his territories. He's being childish. Honestly, I would just ignored him and then told a server or manager that another customer was harassing me and creating a hostile environment for me and let them handle it. Don't even waste your breath responding to him. Absolutely, you're not the a-hole. I think your friends and ex are the weird ones here. It's a public place and the food is good. Korean food is hard to find where I live, so if I found a place I really like, I wouldn't stop going there for something silly as the off chance I may run into an ex there. Please subscribe.